Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is another installment in my Moving to London series, and it'll focus on knowing your rights as a tenant. If you're looking to rent a flat or a house in London, then knowing your rights as a tenant is super important. And with so many different things floating around the internet and so many different estate agencies to choose from, it can be tough to know exactly what they are. So one of the most important things to know is that tenants' rights changed on June 1st, 2019. Parliament passed the Tenant Fees Act. It now applies to any new or renewed tenancy agreements that happened on June 1st or after June 1st, 2019. You're probably wondering, what is the Tenant Fees Act? So it basically bans most letting fees and caps deposits so that people aren't exploiting tenants, because estate agents have exploited tenants in the past. So that means that the only thing that an estate agent or a landlord can charge you for are the following. Rent, a refundable deposit capped at 5 weeks if you are renting a property where the annual rent is less than £50,000, or capped at 6 weeks if it's equal to or more than £50,000. A refundable holding deposit that is capped at a week's worth of rent, so that means that you'll pay the week of rent to hold the property so that it's taken off of a listing. So it's basically yours while you're going through the system of being approved to live there. Payments associated with early termination if it is asked for by the tenant. So if you want to break your lease early, then you will have to pay a fee in order to do so. Of course, you have to pay for your utilities, your council tax, your TV license, and any bills that you might acquire. And you also have to pay a fee for late payment, or if you've lost your keys, because those are obviously your fault, so you would have to pay for those. But basically that means that you shouldn't be charged any reference fees at all. None. No reference fees when you're applying to live in a flat. So if an estate agency is trying to charge you something and you're watching this video now because it's after June 1st, 2019, no fees. Say no to fees. Some other things to look out for. When you are starting a new tenancy, you must know who your landlord is. Even if you're going through an estate agent, they have to tell you your landlord's name. If it's not disclosed to you, then it's illegal. When you sign your new tenancy agreement, you should be sent a how to rent guide if you're living in England, and that's very important because it tells you like all your basic rights and everything like that. So if they don't give you that, then that's going to end up hurting them more than you, but you should always request that because it's important to have that. Another thing that you should know is that both of you should agree on the lease before you sign it. If you have any issues with the lease, do not sign it until you've addressed those issues. That could be from both sides, from the landlord or the tenant's perspective. But if you have any problems at all, raise the issue and let it be revised, talk about it, and figure it out before you sign it, because once you sign it, those are the rules and you can't change them. And this is something that I didn't know because my last two housing situations have been a little bit odd. When you pay a deposit, you should always ask if there's a protective scheme that your money's gonna sit in while you're renting. So that means that the landlord cannot touch your deposit. It's there. You'll get a piece of paper that tells you that it's like sitting there, it's not collecting interest, nothing is happening to it. It's just the amount that you deposited when you signed the lease. And the important thing to know about that is that means that they can't take anything out of your deposit when you move out unless you agree on that amount. So that's really important, and I didn't know that until I just signed my new lease. So learning something new every day. But that's all I have for you today. Those are basically your basic rights that you should know as a tenant. If you like what you saw, please give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment letting me know if there are any other rights that you think that people should be aware of. And stay tuned for more videos in the Moving to London series coming your way on Wednesdays and Sundays. Hope you have a great day. Bye.